Hey, I just wanted to make a video to show how I installed a hoist for my attic. The area that this one's installed is only 5 foot high, but I can fit a box or two on it and lift it up into the attic. This one has a weight rating of 1320, so I wanted to make it to where it could lift that much if I ever needed to for something else and to be versatile. So this is a regular hoist and it's also an attic hoist. I installed this 2x8x10 piece of lumber across 6 rafters to bear the weight that this hoist can hold up, just to make sure that if I was lifting something really heavy, it wouldn't put too much strain just on these 2 rafters here. I bought this quad leg lifting chain on Amazon for about $80, and it came with these 2 hammer locks, 5-foot G80 chains, 4 of these hooks, and I was able to cut down the chain to the length that I needed. I also purchased these 4 D-ring trailer tie-down anchors from Amazon for about $35. They didn't come with bolts, but I was able to buy the bolts 3/8 by 2.5 inch to anchor them to the platform. To lower the hoist, I have to come up in the attic, remove the pins, and then grab the remote control, press start, and then down. This platform is a little more heavy duty than it needs to be. It's constructed with 3/4 inch plywood on the top, 2x6 lumber for the frame, and a 1/4 inch finished plywood for the bottom, which is exposed in the attic when you look up at the ceiling. There are springs so that when it goes up in the attic, you don't damage or break off this top piece. It can spring out and make up the gap. To load boxes or items onto the lift, all you have to do is lower the hoist a little bit to give some slack in the chain and remove the hooks on one side. Once you have your cargo on the lift, reattach the hooks, pull up the slack, and adjust the chain until it's in the position you want for lifting. One of the issues I ran into when building the hoist was damaging the drywall when the platform went through the ceiling. The issue is if the platform hits the drywall in the corners, it starts to break. So what I did temporarily is install this aluminum flashing. I think the best solution would be to get some diamond plate, some thicker diamond plate, and install it in a similar fashion. Before you complete your lift, you'll need to go up into the attic and help the platform get through the hole because it's not perfectly aligned. The only way to pull the boxes off is to pull them off forward or backwards. To do that, I have to take these chains off. And before I can do that, I have to install the pins back in the bracket. Now that the pins are installed, I can lower the hoist a little so that I can remove the hooks from the hoist. With the hook safely out of the way and not in danger of falling on anyone's head, you can remove your boxes. Now all you have to do is reattach the hooks or add more boxes to bring them down. And I like to take the slack up in the chain. When I'm done using the hoist, I make sure and press the stop button so that the up and down no longer function until you press start. And then I leave the remote upstairs in this area. Another good idea would be to have a padlock so that nobody can access your lift unless they have the key. All in all, I'd say this is a great project for anybody that has a garage with too much stuff, especially stuff that's too heavy to go into the attic. I plan on putting a generator and dehumidifiers and dollies and other heavy equipment and tools up in my attic for my work. I'd say it's probably intermediate level construction. Not really recommended for a DIYer that hasn't done many projects. If you're going to do it, make sure you consider safety first and buy items that are rated 4 times more than what you ever intend to use. I wouldn't recommend anybody ever riding on one of these lifts up and down. So I hope you like this, and if you have any questions, let me know.